This is Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi. Information, education, reformation, and transformation. Get ready. Renew your mind. Reset your mindset with insights, ideas, and strategies for everyday performance and success in your career and your business. Yes, it's possible. Yes, you can do it. Of course, you can achieve it. It's all in your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves and please receive Muyiwa Afolabi, your practical career success coach. Enjoy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. Hope you're doing great this morning. Welcome to Frankly Speaking, your favorite business, career, and mindset talk show on radio. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. It's a pleasure to share time with you again this morning. Today, let's talk about the future and your ability to see it clearly. So this one I have titled The Foresight Advantage. The Foresight Advantage. I have a parable. Many years ago, there were two farmers who wanted to become rich but had no seeds, no advantages, no land of their own or any means. They had the knowledge and passion for farming though, but had no means to actualize their dreams. Not only were they poor, they also lived in a very poor village, and the priority of most of the villagers was to make ends meet, eat, clothe, and have a decent accommodation. Fortunately, one day, the two farmers came across a stranger, a traveler whom they assisted on his journey, and in return, he rewarded them with enough money to buy small parcels of land each from the village head, and he also gave them a cob of fertile maize each to plant. These two farmers were very excited, happy, and grateful to the stranger, and they rushed to the village head to purchase their lands, and they began to cultivate. After a planting season, they both enjoyed bountiful harvest. They both had a big basket full of maize, each from the single cob they were given. The first farmer was excited about his returns, and he decided to celebrate and impress the villagers. He cooked some of the maize, ate with his family, and offered also to his friends, neighbors, and loved ones. He, however, retained only one cob to plant in the new season. Everyone loved him, everyone appreciated him and praised him generously. Even the village head appreciated him for sending some boiled maize to the palace. He became popular and loved. He impressed his people and showed off how much wealth he had come into. The second farmer, however, did different with his basket full of harvest. He didn't celebrate, cook, or share. He sold half of the maize, used the process to purchase more parcels of land, and planted the remaining half of the harvest. He was not interested in impressing anyone. The opinions of people didn't matter to him. He didn't care what people thought or said. He wasn't even interested in the accolades from the village chief. He didn't live to impress anyone. He didn't let the criticism bother him. Even the nagging from his wife and kids didn't move him. His mind was on a different ambition, superior to the opinions of the villagers. By the second season, the first farmer reaped only one basket as usual from the single cob of maize he planted a second time. The second farmer, on the other hand, reaped very many baskets from half of his initial basket full of maize cobs he reserved for planting instead of eating them or giving them out for free. The first farmer continued to show off and give out his basket of harvest season upon season, reserving only one cob of maize to plant in the new season, while the second farmer kept selling half of his harvest to acquire more land and plant half of his total harvest on the land acquired, thereby increasing his farmlands and quantity of harvest. After 10 seasons, the first farmer was still at the level of planting a cob of maize every season. He would, as usual, eat some and give out most to keep impressing and soliciting for love and accolades. He liked the attention and the thought that people saw him as rich. But the second farmer had become very wealthy with several parcels of land thousands of baskets in harvest, and the capacity to easily keep acquiring land and expanding his quantity of seeds sown and overall harvest. Within 10 seasons, the first farmer was only as rich as a cob of maize, a parcel of land, and a basket of harvest. The second farmer, on the other hand, had become very wealthy with several parcels of land, thousands of baskets in harvest, and so much money from sales. The second farmer eventually became the richest man, not only in that village, but the neighboring villages as well. He built the biggest house in the village. He built a new palace for their chief, built a school in the village, and gave out maize cobs to people who wanted to lease farmlands from him to start farming their maize like him. The second farmer consequently became the superstar in the village and neighboring villages. Everyone wanted to associate and relate. He had become the really generous one, and the chief honored him with a chieftaincy title. He became influential, powerful, and had a say in everything concerning the village. His wife and kids became instant celebrities and were proud of him. The first farmer, who from the start gave out his maize and was seen as more generous, became irrelevant, forgotten, and inferior. In fact, everyone looked down at him and considered him poor compared to his friend in the same maize cultivation business. Just after 10 seasons, time indeed separated the real from the fake. My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, the goal of why you work is not to look rich. The goal is to be rich. Many of us have the opportunity and privilege of paid employment. You earn your monthly salary and you eat most of it, you show off with some more and survive on what's left until your next payday. If you live this way, I'm sorry, you may very soon emerge as very broke, busted, rejected, and discarded. We live off loans, credit, bribes, settlements, hot deals, hustle, and gratification on the account of our current employment and business positions. We perhaps live beyond our means to impress and oppress others. We try so hard to make people believe we have so much when in truth we have nothing. With all the loans we currently owe, our realistic bank balance is perhaps sub-zero. We are too focused on now, on today, on making fancy impressions at the expense of a better and more comfortable tomorrow. We have closed our eyes to the future. We keep spending on things instead of investing in ourselves so as to fit well into tomorrow. Our skills, our capacity and competence is only as good as when we graduated or as good as the trainings our employers send us for. We are not conscious, aware, or interested in the dynamics of life and the new normal. We don't bother about tomorrow, hence we refuse to improve ourselves, acquire new relevant skills that will make us useful, valuable, and well positioned for the tomorrow of robotics, artificial intelligence, and mental prowess. You're perhaps investing little or nothing in yourself. You're investing in things, in cars, in clothes, in jewelry, in designer wares, Afolabi, hair extension, drinks, parties, clubs, or a house with an expensive rent so that people will hail you and see you as a big boy or a big girl, thinking you have money. You can pay your bills today, yes, but will you be able to pay the higher bills of tomorrow? Is your strategy for the future based on the hope that Nigeria will get better, the economy will improve, and there will be free money everywhere? Better wake up and smell the coffee. For how long have you been working? How old are you now? How much do you have now? What form of income-generating venture or investment is yours and absolutely within your control to grow and increase at will? What do you own? What wealth packages do you have? How do you intend to multiply your wealth? Can you see the future? Your future is advancing and coming at you much faster than you think. Can you see it? You want to have it easier now. You cannot kill yourself. You don't want stress in your life. You want to enjoy your life today. You want the praises of men today. You want the admiration, the respect, the accolade. You want to pepper your so-called enemies. Dear friend, how sustainable is this ambition? When will you learn discipline, the capacity to delay gratification, endure hardship, ignore people, learn, read, develop yourself, acquire new skills, build rewarding capacities, acquire new and profitable knowledge, and improve your worth in the career, trade, and money-making market? When and how do you intend to build and develop the psychological and neurological performance advantage? How will you and when will you match what your body can do with what your mind can conceive or dream? It's possible to have dreams and goals your physical body and soul can't deliver unless they're trained to deliver them. That's why New Year resolutions fail, no matter how sincere or genuine. The body simply can't deliver what the mind desires. Knowledge and desire is not capacity. Capacity is the skill and real ability to handle intense stress till you succeed at a goal. You don't read that from a book. Soldiers don't win wars through study alone. They win wars by intense training and hard discipline. Are you training your mind, your neurons, your muscles for performance in the future? Or you think certificates and head knowledge is all that you need? Look into your future, my friends. 5 years, 10 years from today. What do you see? Who do you see? How do you see you in a few years? Your future is coming, and very fast it's coming. Get ready today for a great future. Make sure you do not regret. Do something wise and meaningful your future self will thank you for. Stop looking for who and what to blame. Aren't you tired of the blame game? Dear friend, have foresight. This is Franklin speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi. Please enjoy your day.